Hi, I'm Richard Karn, and you may have seen me on TV talking about the world's #1 expandable garden hose. Well, the brand new Pocket Hose Copperhead with Pocket Pivot is here, and it's a total game changer. Old-fashioned hoses get kinks and creases at the spigot, but the Copperhead's Pocket Pivot swivels 360 degrees for full water flow and freedom to water with ease all around your home. When you're all done, this rust-proof anti-burst hose shrinks back down to pocket size for effortless handling and tidy storage. Plus, your super light and ultra-durable Pocket Hose Copperhead is backed with a 10-year warranty. What could be better than that? I'll tell you what, an exciting radio-exclusive offer just for you. For a limited time, you can get a free Pocket Pivot and their 10-pattern sprayer with the purchase of any size Copperhead hose. Just text WATER to 64,000. That's WATER to 64,000 for your 2 free gifts with purchase. WATER to 64,000.
By texting 64,000, you agree to receive recurring automated marketing messages from Pocket Hose. Message and data rates may apply. No purchase required. Terms apply. Available at pockethose.com/terms.
This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. These are 5 of the stories that we're following this morning. First, and we don't talk about Middle East politics here at all, obviously the escalation of war in Iran and Israel, the Middle East, is got a lot of people on edge trying to see what happens there. We won't talk about that. We follow it closely, but we won't talk about that on the podcast and news, but it's hard to open without talking about that being one of the stories that we're watching today. Second, Apple saw increased iPhone sales in April and May. That's been the first time they've seen that for a long time, but there's some artificiality in those numbers. One is people getting in front of buying phones in front of possible tariffs. Second is discounting phones in China to pick back up some market share. But again, they did well in their 2 biggest markets, the U.S. and China. So good news. It's a welcome change for Apple. Apple's down 20% year to date and right about $3 trillion in market cap. Third, RH, Restoration Hardware, is soaring through market based on better earnings, but they've got really soft growth in revenue. So we'll see how it goes. The stock was about 20% early today. Its same store sales are going down, but it is opening some new stores. So we'll see how that plays out. Fourth, GameStop dropped nearly 22.5% yesterday. Its traditional business, those actual GameStop stores, is seeing significant revenue declines. However, it's become a Bitcoin investor. It's borrowed about $3 billion, 1.3 and now 1.75 to buy Bitcoin. So when you drive by a GameStop store, realize that that's not really the business they're in, that they're really in the Bitcoin business. Just fascinating to watch what happens with these companies. And finally, fifth, Carvana, which is up year to date significantly still, went down yesterday. It's going down today as the markets await their earnings report. A great take out of Grok, and you'll see it on my LinkedIn or you'll see it in a new newsletter about Grok's verdict on whether Carvana is smoke and mirrors or whether it's real. You know, basically a lot of mixed feelings on where Carvana's really at. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast. Podcast, of course, ranks #1 this week in the Apple Business News podcast. We're always thrilled to see that. Thank you for joining us on the Becker Private Equity and Business Podcast.